£50 just bought me this rare BMW and I'm about to cut it up. Right, safety first. Here goes nothing. Shit, we're on fire. Right, before we go too crazy, let me just explain. I've owned this BMW E36 for over 2 years. I saved it from a car graveyard, got it back on the road, and just completed a 1,700 mile trip in it. So of course, when I got the opportunity to buy another one for cheap, I couldn't say no. And here it is, my new to me 1998 BMW E36 323i Coupe, in what I believe is fern green. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It's been sat for over 5 years, it doesn't have an engine, gearbox, diff, front bumper or nose cone, and the reason why I've bought this will come more apparent a little bit later on. But I've got some big plans for this thing, which is also quite unique and I don't think has ever been documented before on YouTube. But with the car loaded up on the trailer, we can head back to my unit. But the car is now off the trailer so we can finally take a good look around it. And boy, do we have our work cut out. This is genuinely the first time I've actually properly looked around this thing. Oh. Well, it looks like we have a lot of loose parts. It does come with 2 keys, which is pretty good. That is the floor out there. The headline has seen better days. Most of that there is all part of the dash, so it does look like we actually have a complete dash. Ooh, loads of goodies. Is that an AC compressor, whatever you call it? I think it is. AC tensioner. I actually need that for my E36, so that's quite handy. Light covers. The clock spring. Well, that used to be a steering wheel clock spring at some point. So that's gone. But I think the steering wheel's good, and it does come with a steering wheel airbag, so that's good. And this is the engine bay, well, what's left of it anyway. As you can see, it's pretty green, pretty rusty, and definitely needs a good clean out. But there are still a few good bits left, to be fair. But this wing has definitely seen better days. Right, so that's all the loose parts out of the car, and we have quite the pile. But Andrew's arrived to help me give it a deep clean. Now, Andrew also has a YouTube channel, so make sure you go check that out, and also a TikTok, which he's trying to grow, so make sure you go show him some love. But for now, let's give this a much needed clean. If you're watching the video to this point, there's a high chance you're enjoying what you're seeing, so make sure you hit that like button. Oh, and also subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any content. But here we go, the first clean in over 5 years. And what a transformation. This surprisingly came out quite good. Right, car's in, let's strip it. First thing we're going to do is take the doors off so we've got more access to get things in and out. But I want to put the windows down so they don't smash in storage, but that means we need to run electric to it. Now, one of the main reasons that this car became abandoned and the engine got removed is because of some major electrical faults. So I have a feeling running power straight to the battery terminals to get power into the windows isn't going to work, but it's worth a try. And as expected, it didn't work. But just to make sure, I stole a battery from another car and we're going to put it in and try that. Dead.
Oh, there's no easy using it, is there?
No, I suppose. Now, buying any cheap car always seems too good to be true, especially when you pay 50 quid. So before I made the purchase, I made sure to check it out using Car Vertical. After failing to run power to the window via the car, we'll get the door off for now, and then I can run 12 volts directly to the window regulator motor later down the line. Once the registration plate or VIN number from your van, car, motorcycle has been imported into Car Vertical, it will generate a full report on it. And luckily for us, this E36 is coming up all green. There's no mileage rollbacks, no outstanding finance, not been stolen, and has never been in a crash. The reports also show a cool mileage graph, information about the car, and a full vehicle history timeline showing everything from when it was first released to the present day, including ownership changes, registration plate changes, MOTs, and the list goes on.
Hey!
Oh, sorry, mate. Hey, we're out.
Oh, some weight to that.
Yeah, it's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it hurts.
And here's a report you don't want to see for this unfortunate M4. As you can see, it's green ticks all the way around other than damage, and it's showing that it's previously been an accident, and they've categorised it as Cat S, which is structural. And what's really handy is in some cases it even gives you photos from the crash damaged auction site, so you can clearly see how and where it was damaged. So if this has been repaired and is currently for sale as a clean car, after doing your car vertical check, you know this is a car to avoid. So whether or not you want to check out your current car, a car you're interested in buying, or even a friend's car, make sure you use Car Vertical and use the link below with my code BB20 for 20% off. Right, so stripping is now coming along. There's still a little bit more to do on the interior. We've got to do the dashboard, the centre console and the carpet. But everything else looking pretty good. The sunroof is removed. Turns out they're really heavy. And all the boot is pretty much done. There's a few little bits, like we've got the stereo sort of holder there to remove and the lights and bits and bobs like that, but most of it's done. And Andrew is back because he's removing the front wing, and also we've just removed the bonnet, which leads me on to a good time to explain how this all came about, why I've got it and what my plans are for it, and what Andrew has to do with it, and yeah, just explain everything. Okay, so Andrew's not just making a random appearance, he is the key reason as to how this all came about. I've known Andrew for well over a year now because he's got a unit near mine. That's how we sort of got to know each other. And one of his hobbies is doing hill climbs and sprints in an E36 like these. Now sadly for him, at one of the recent events, he actually had a little bit of a smack up and ruined his front wing, bonnet and a few other bits and bobs. And at that same event, his good friend was there who drives a lot of E36s. And during conversation, he happened to ask him, do you have a bonnet? And he said, well, yeah, I do, but you can have the whole car if you want, because I'm only going to scrap it. And he just wanted scrap value. So he said, well, 100 quid? Because there's no engine, gearbox, diff, so there's no real weight to it. And at this point is where I come in. Me and Andrew have been talking for a long time about E36s and cars and all my sort of projects that are coming up. And he knows I've always wanted to do a car trailer for my E36. So an identical replica of my car, but as a trailer. So when he got offered the car, that car there, he thought, wow, Brett wants to make a trailer, so he needs the rear part and I need the bonnet and the wings. So that's how we got that for 50 quid. We went halves because Andrew's having the front end, he's had the bonnet, the front wing, the scuttle panel, the windscreen wipers. He was going to have the windscreen, but it turns out it's cheaper to just get a new one fitted. And I think he's potentially having the front subframe as well. Now with the interior, we're just going to strip it and just sell it for parts and try to get our money back. But that is the story behind it. That is how I've managed to get this whole car for 50 quid. Andrew has swapped these wheels over because he wants to take the 16s off. He's going to get them refurbished. And for the minute, I've got his old 15s, which I'm going to give back once it's in half. But for the minute, it just allows me to move it in and out. And now we've got a massive pile of parts, which actually I need some of those for my E36. So it's actually worked out really well. Because there's nearly £1,000 worth of parts just in that pile there that I need for that E36, my E36. So this one car is making a trailer, sorting out parts of mine and his E36. So it's a donor car for free purposes. So that's a good way of recycling if you've asked me. So there we have it. That is our plan. We're making a car trailer to go on the back of my other E36. Let me know in the comments what you think about this and whether or not you think it's a good idea or what you would have done with the shell instead. Right, Jordan, what's happened?
We're in a bit of a pickle.
Why?
Well, there's 3 bolts left holding this dash in, and they're a bit of a pain. There's one...
Well, the whole thing's like wobbling, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's ready to go. But
well, look at the position of them. There's one there, there's one in the middle, and there's one over there. And that is currently how Jordan's able to... Well, he's just squeezing his head in, trying his best. In terms of the plan, I'm not actually sure which route I'm going to go with this yet because I've never done this before and I'm sure most of you guys haven't done it either. So we're all in the same boat and we're going to learn along the way and it should be a really exciting project.
God, look at that! You right there, bud?
No.
You try the steering column out?
No, I'm doing bolts and seeing what happens.
Going in.
Yeah, it's going.
Pull it.
Oh!
Let me give it a couple more. What, you on a roller coaster or something?
Yes. We're gone. Bosh.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you see him?
Yeah, there's a hole in the car. Look, shine the... Put the camera right up there.
I don't think you'll be able to see that.
Yeah, you can.
Wow, I did want to take this apart in one piece, so I could
There's
try.
the one cutting all the cables.
Well, but no one wants cables. I think I just let out a little fart.
I've had a little wee.
Oh, I'm soaking!
I'm really wet.
Oh man, no. If you ever need a heating matrix trains, you know where to come.
We started this video and I was like, alright, we're going to pull it apart gently so then people don't get mad at us. But we've just gone, nah, sod it, it's taking too long, let's just rip it all out.
Have you brought your Speedos with you?
That wet?
Mate, she's swimming.
Oh yeah, that is wet.
Oh, jeez. No wonder there's electrical faults.
Right, big moment. The interior's pretty much out. Next thing is the carpet, but this thing's going to weigh a ton because it's full of water.
It's really damp here.
With the soaking carpet out, it left us with a few puddles, but we finished off removing all the rest of the wiring, and that is pretty much done. For this video anyway.
And that is one E36 stripped. There's not much left in there. There's piles there, stuff over there, and a massive pile there.
And even though it looks a mess, we actually managed to strip this whole car without breaking pretty much anything other than the heater matrix. And also we cut the wires, but if you own an E36, you need parts for it, then feel free to message me on Instagram and I might have it.
But this is super close now to be able to cut it in half, which I'm super nervous and also super excited about.
There is a couple more things I do need to strip, like the drive shafts, the fuel lines, the fuel tank, drain all the fuel out and stuff like that, but that will be in the next video. But for now, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like rating, leave a comment down below, and also subscribe, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Please don't hate me in the comments.